As a writer in this course, you must fulfill a major criterion by avoiding the passive voice. In a text, the use of to be verbs indicates the passive voice, and as you begin to integrate this criterion into your writing, you will note how often you rely on this empty verb instead of using active verb phrases. Let me offer you a quick example. The crime scene was investigated by a forensic police squad. Obviously, you can understand this sentence, but with a slight revision, you can make the sentence even more concise and clear. The forensic police squad investigated the crime scene. While the prior sentence with passive voice describes the scene in a grammatically correct way, the second sentence clearly states the agent of action, who does the action, the forensic police squad, what action they do, investigate, and to whom or what they do that action, this case the crime scene. In business and public management writing, you should always try to make your message concise, clear, and forthrightly stated so that your reader can easily comprehend your meaning without too much interpretive labor on their part. I have listed for you the different forms of to be in English. In the present tense, am, is, are. In the past tense, was, were, been. Future tense, will be. Conditional modes, would be, should be, could be, and also become. Anytime you come across any of these verbs in your documents, you must consider how to replace them with an active verb phrase. You just can't omit them. You must reconstruct the sentence with an active verb. If I say the phrase, they are, you can't imagine an action that they do. However, if I say, they sit, they giggle, they spin, or they contemplate, you can immediately envision a scene in your imagination that helps you construct the language given to you with a real-life occurrence. When you use all of those to-be verbs, all that passive voice, you only offer your reader an empty verb with empty actions that don't create a movie in their heads. In this course, you must replace all to-be verbs with active verb phrases, and I guarantee that they can all be changed. Wait, no, sorry, that was a to-be verb. A writer can replace all passive to-be verbs and create active sentence constructions. You need to integrate this no passive voice criterion with the other criteria, such as no hedging, metacommutative devices, no non-referential this or that, weighing of sentences, and etc. But if you first don't try to replace the passive voice, it will make it more difficult to implement the other criteria. Now, in the rest of this video, you can do an exercise that will help you to understand how to identify, eliminate, and replace passive voice with active sentence constructions. We will first do this exercise with single sentences from some of my previous students. Sometimes those students left out important information that you will need to reconstruct the sentences. Sometimes they put in too many details that only confuse a reader. You must make the rhetorical decisions about how to add details or omit details to these sentences. Sentence number 1. I feel that I was in an atmosphere of being discriminated against and harassed, and I found the manager's methods unethical to your policies. First, you need to eliminate the hedging phrase, I feel. Next, identify the primary actions that occur in this sentence. Discriminate and harass. Next, identify who did those actions. In this case, the manager. Then we can fill in other information that the sentence gives. To revise the main part of the sentence, we can write, your manager harassed and discriminated against me, period. But we've left out information about the policies of the company. So, to keep the most important information at the end of the sentence, we can add that information at its beginning. In violation of your company's ethical policies, your manager harassed and discriminated against me. Now I think you can hear how much more clearly this sentence reads. Now I will give you a few more sentences. After each sentence, pause this video and try to revise the sentence on your own. Then restart the video and I will give you a possible answer to the revision. Although at this point, I would like you to provide any proof of evidence, whether it would witness with signed documents or any video footage, voice recordings that you would have. Now pause and try to revise that sentence. You can revise a sentence by turning it into a polite command. Please provide any evidence that you have, such as signed documents, video footage, or voice recordings. Next sentence. To prevent this problem from going on is to serve the students during breakfast and lunch hours nutritious food, instead of feeding them French fries with cheese for lunch or hash browns for breakfast. Beyond the spelling errors of this sentence, the student uses a passive verb, is. Now it's your turn to revise. To improve this sentence, you must omit unnecessary information and reconstruct the sentence. Here's an example. Instead of French fries and hash browns, the John Jay cafeteria should serve more nutritious meals. Next sentence. We would like to receive for you to please add 2 printers in each lounge by next month. Now it's your turn. You can easily revise this sentence by rewriting, please add 2 printers in each lounge by next month. However, if you want to put the most important information of the sentence at the back of the sentence, you can change the sentence to, by next month in each lounge, please add 2 printers. And the final sentence. The current wait time at the one-stop help desk is increasing over the recent semesters. This is occurring due to an increase in student enrollment. Now it's your turn. In this revision, I not only eliminate the to be verbs, but I also combine the 2 sentences into one comprehensive statement. With an increase in student enrollment over recent semesters, the time that students wait for assistance at the one-stop help desk has doubled. After revising your sentences, always read them aloud to yourself so that you can hear mistakes or awkward phrasing in your writing. For more help in learning to eliminate to be verbs, Google the phrase eliminating to be verbs from writing, and you will find a myriad of different videos that can help you. Thank you.